Hello everybody. In this video we'll try to understand is Great Depression repeating? Astrologically we say yes, because very recently a Swathi Nakshatra solar eclipse occurred, and within 15 days of time the Bharani Nakshatra lunar eclipse also occurred, right? So the same thing, that is Swathi solar eclipse and Bharani lunar eclipse within 15 days of time, this particular event, the same thing occurred in 1929, and the Great Depression duration is 1929 to 1941. Actually in 1929 October, one Thursday, actually the stock market collapse happened, and that triggered the Great Depression. So generally people also wait for a kind of stock market collapse or stock market prices going down so that they can invest more and more in the stock market, hoping that in the future the prices will go up, they can gain more and more. So but this particular Great Depression, the 10-year duration, more than 10 years, it was a kind of nightmare situation for even for the stock markets, and especially in a country like USA, right? So it was a kind of nightmare, right? If you observe, during 1929 the solar eclipse, Swathi solar eclipse, I am stressing it, Swathi solar eclipse occurred on 1st November, and Bharani lunar eclipse occurred 16th November. You can see it in this chart also. The 1929, if I go 1929 November 1st, so here, so this is in Swathi Nakshatra. The eclipse is on 1st November, you can see it here, solar eclipse 1929, 1st November. So sun was in Swathi, moon was in Swathi, right? So this particular solar eclipse details you can also check in this particular app even. So that time Rahu was in Bharani, that was a solar eclipse. If you observe the lunar eclipse, so 16th November, so I just want to show you this to confirm the solar eclipse actually occurred in the Swathi Nakshatra, right? And then I want to show you, so Ketu was in Swathi and Rahu was in Bharani, of course, just opposite. And now let me go to 16th November chart. Then you can see here moon, the lunar eclipse, moon was in Bharani Nakshatra. So this moon was actually eclipsed by this Rahu in Bharani Nakshatra, right? So this was the condition. So it happened 1929. See, this kind of solar eclipse and then a lunar eclipse within 15 days of duration also occurred in the initial part of 2022, but that was not Swathi solar and Bharani lunar, right? The Swathi solar and then within 15 days of time Bharani lunar eclipse occurred exactly in 1929, and thereby the Great Depression actually triggered. And the same thing is actually repeating in 2022. It's repeated in 2022 very recently, right? You can check my videos in the channel also. But even if you observe the markets, right, they are going towards a kind of collapse, and for some people who never invested in stocks, they can they try to invest in stocks after the collapse, because prices would be very low, and anyways the prices will go up after certain duration and they can gain something, right? So astrology, you can say the kind of pattern repetition and the reflection of it, seeing it on the earth, right? It's very interesting, and you can just see it is very true, right? So this particular pattern, so Swathi solar and Bharani lunar, in 15 days, within 15 days, you know, the pattern is repeating, so the effect on the human beings also. Isn't it enough? Isn't it just enough to say astrology is very much true, right? So that is one thing, and you may think why this Swathi solar and within 15 days Bharani lunar is actually triggering this kind of phenomena every time, right? Happened in 1929 and Great Depression, and again happening now, and even experts are saying there is going to be a stock market collapse, right? So why this actually this particular event is triggering a stock market collapse and kind of recession all over the world? Generally, astrologically, you say when Jupiter is not comfortable, that is when Jupiter is in Capricorn, it is debilitated. So you can say financial losses, and banks would suffer. This kind of things we say, right? The bankruptcy. So what will happen again in 2022? You can say so it is almost started. The Great Depression, that kind of energy actually leads to bankruptcy of companies, and also you can say stock market collapse, right? So these are the general events. The most pathetic thing here is the very well-known industries, well-known industry giants in different sectors, they also collapse, So that is the most important thing. And why this is happening? Because Swathi is always about trading. Swathi is about, because it is at the center of this the natural 7th house Libra. It's always about marketing, trading, right? So, and followed by Bharani, which is actually the resources for the humans, right? So eclipse in Swathi, and then sudden eclipse in Bharani. So trading and then the resources, there is a connection. Trading is going down, and so the resources for the humans, right, whatever money resources mainly, you can say, because Bharani is the second nakshatra, Ashwini is the first nakshatra, right, which you can say talk about life. That's where you can say Ashwini Kumaras being the divine healers, being the gods of Ashwini nakshatra, and then suddenly Bharani nakshatra, which is actually the nakshatra of resources, or the nakshatra of wanting for more resources and having more desires, right? So this is a very clear indication here. It's very it's good if we plan the financial things very wisely, right? And also as everybody says, where there is some adversity, there is an opportunity. So people can, you may see people utilizing this kind of collapse and becoming very richer and richer in near future also, right? So thanks for watching this video.